The entire universe of DC is currently trapped within their nightmares, and while Nightwing is currently dealing with the idea that maybe he killed Batman and that Batgirl has been overrun by a cyborg, what is happening to the rest of the Titans team? That involves Beast Boy, Cyborg, Starfire, and Raven. How are they dealing with their nightmares? If you're wondering what's going on, this is the Night Terrors event. Insomnia is a villain who was created in the Lazarus Planet event, and he is now going around trapping people in nightmares to find the Nightmare Stone. And that brings us to today. This is Night Terrors, Titans, issue number 1, and you are at Comicstorian. I make audio dramas of your favorite comic books so that you know what to add to your collection at your local comic book store. Now let's get into the comic. In a room full of darkness, a voice can be heard. Push. Push harder. Harder! Soon the floorboards of this empty room begin to bulge as a woman bursts out from beneath, crawling, making her way out. She says that they were right. It worked. They did it. The voice tells her that she did it, but right now she needs to get up and run. At that moment, the undead creatures claw their way out of the hole left behind, forcing the woman to continue running. As she slams the door to the room shut, the woman asks the voice if they think that those things can get through the door. The voice tells her that they aren't certain, though they definitely have their suspicions. At that moment, the undead begin to break through the wood, and the voice calls to the woman to head down the hallway. They're going to need help. The woman continues down the long hallway, and as she ducks into another room, she asks, can they really get her out of here? And the voice says that it's just like they told her. It's a promise. The woman says that they never said anything, they're just a voice in her head. The voice responds telling her true, but she still trusts them. The voice then says, all right, close your eyes. Imagine this place, all of it. How you think it would look. Now imagine the way out of here. One that would suit the picture in your head, not just for you, but for everyone stuck here. Just like the floor, push against the picture as hard as you can, but this time with your mind. The woman struggles for a moment trying to visualize it, but suddenly there's a crunch, and they can hear it from the outside. The woman steps out and sees that the hallway that was there has now changed into a stairway leading upwards. She then begins to walk up it, and she comes to a door asking, what is this? The voice says that there's a friend inside, and she has to help them. The woman reaches for the door, and when she opens it, she sees a large room with cables and wires. She begins to dig through that tangled mess, and as she gets close to the center, she sees Cyborg connected to it. But he's repeating one phrase over and over. All that I am, all that I am, all that I am. The cables begin to grab a hold, and they begin to wrap around the woman. The voice in her head tells her that they thought they'd have more time. She must make Cyborg see himself, his true self. The woman asks how is she supposed to do that? But as an idea comes to her, a mirror appears in her hand. She holds it up. Cyborg looks into it, and he can see his true self. Seeing what he really looks like, he is suddenly freed of this connected prison. He stands up asking, what's going on? The woman says that they've only got wrong answers here. Mind helping her up? Cyborg looks at her. Of course, wait. Do I know? Have we? Actually, never mind, let's go. The next room is housing Donna Troy, and just like Cyborg, she's repeating to herself, all that I am, until the mirror reverts her back to her true self. It works on Starfire as well, also repeating the same phrase, all that I am, but she's easily transformed back. As the group reaches Beast Boy, his surprise attack as a rat knocks everyone to the ground, including the mirror that the woman is holding. That shatters the mirror, so Beast Boy squeezes down on the necks of Cyborg and Starfire, and the woman asks, what is that? And the voice tells her, that's my love. Beast Boy is the kindest of them all. So his dark version of himself is the cruelest and the most vicious. The woman looks at the cracked mirror and she asks, what am I supposed to do now? And the voice tells her that they have an idea. Just repeat to him what they're about to say. Starfire is calling out to Beast Boy, please, let them go! And he's shouting, no, this is all that I am! The woman stands up. Hey, Gar, I got your little black bird with me. Beast Boy's stunned. He's shocked. He lets go of everyone. Raven? The woman goes on stating, Raven wants me to tell you something. She needs you to do her a favor. Inside of you, she left a part of herself. And in that part, there's an image of what she thinks of you, who she knows that you are, and all you have to do is feel it. Beast Boy's form begins to revert back to his old self, as he says that he may have just developed the world's most acute, lifelong cheese phobia. After that, the group continues up the stairs until they reach the final door. Beast Boy says that he doesn't want to alarm anyone, but the ceiling had spikes and it looked like it was slowly coming down. With the first attempt at opening not working, the door doesn't budge. Next, everyone takes their turns hitting and blasting, all to no avail. Raven's voice returns stating that she is sorry, but she couldn't hide from them all any longer. There are too many of them and she is exhausted. The woman asks what are they supposed to do now, and Raven says that she isn't sure, but they have to break through. The woman then holds up the cracked mirror and pulls out a piece, stating that she felt like she was holding onto this for some reason. With that sharp piece of glass, the woman rips open a hole in the doorway, allowing everyone to escape the spikes. As they get out, they all ask where are they, and a projection of Raven says that they don't have time. Beast Boy asks if she is... Raven tells him, here? No, but not for a lack of trying, I'll be okay. The woman says that Raven was the voice in her head, and Raven says yes, and you were amazing. But right now, it wants you back, and it will come for you all. Everyone looks back, and Starfire says that it's not possible, and Cyborg asks if that is. But Raven interrupts them all. It is our jailer, our enemy. We are trapped in the nightmare of Titan's Tower. Now, this is an interesting one because we've established a few rules in the Night Terrors universe. Basically, that people can cross over into other nightmares. It happened in the Robin's book with Tim and with Red Hood, and it happened in Superman with Superman and Supergirl. So this random girl could be anyone, but I'm going to throw a theory out there for you. I think the random girl is in fact Raven. Now, I know it might be obvious to some of you, but my reasoning is that I think that her nightmare, her fear, is that she is nothing without the Raven side of her. So I think that this is just like no powers Raven, but I might be wrong. What do you guys think? Who do you think the random member of the Titans is? And maybe I'm just oblivious. Maybe I'm just forgetting something very obvious, but you can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want early access, join up for YouTube memberships or join us over at Patreon. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.